Hello, my name is Paskili, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Typically, I do a lot of gaming style content on this channel, let's plays, different commentary things about it, but today I wanted to do a commentary over something else, something that I find very, very, very important in not only my daily life, but in the daily lives of just about everybody, and it's about passion. Passion is something that can be very loosely defined. The way that I would define it, it's something that keeps you going. It's something that keeps you wanting to go out and do something or create something, and it keeps you motivated. And it's something that I have found is incredibly, incredibly, incredibly important to me. Passion as a whole is why I do anything, to be honest. My passion for the things that I like to create, my passion for the things that I like to do, it's all the reason why I get up. It's the reason why I like to get out of bed in the morning. So then I have something that I'm excited to do, something that I look forward to, just having a purpose, having something that keeps me going, honestly. And my main passion for a long portion of my life has been photography. Photography has been a thing that I have been doing now for upwards of 6 years, probably closer to around 8. But it all started whenever I was a kid and I was gifted a camera like this one. This camera is what's known as a point and shoot. This is a Ricoh CX3. I've traditionally owned Sony point and shoots, but I picked up this Ricoh from my first trip to Japan. Yes, it was my first trip in Japan. We were in Akihabara, and my previous point and shoot had taken a fall, and unfortunately these things are kind of old, so whenever they do fall, they kind of die pretty quickly. And so I picked this one up. This was, I think, like $50 after conversions, and it's been one of my favorites. But I started out with a camera like this. This was kind of all the rave back then. Point and shoots were very accessible. They're very easy to use cameras. They literally would point and shoot. You just click this little button on and then you would be able to take photos of anything that you wanted to take photos of. I got really accustomed to using these cameras whenever I was a kid. I would go take pictures of anything, different plants, animals, my dogs, literally anything. And that kind of got me started in photography and realizing that I liked to tell stories through photography. I like to take photos of certain things just to be able to convey a story or convey a feeling from these photos that I take. And I have used a wide variety of cameras, but the one thing that I realized is, as much as I do love photography, I do a good job at taking care of my stuff, but every now and then I need to clean, and that's what we're gonna do today. I just thought it'd be kind of fun. I'm gonna clean up all my camera gear, and we will kind of just have a little talk about passions while we do so. Yeah, I picked up this cleaning kit from Amazon. It was like $15. It comes with everything we need. Today we have a super clean cleaning liquid. Got a nice little brush here. Air blower. If you don't know what this is specifically just so you can blow any dust out of sensors and lenses. Very helpful. Got a couple of Q-tips, some extra cleaning kits if we need them, as well as some wet and dry wipes. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go piece by piece and just clean off stuff that I haven't, been cleaning off, because as I mentioned a video ago, the move has been quite a bit, and so I kind of want to take some time now to clean up my gear before I start displaying it. I guess we might as well start with this one, right? Since I talked the most about it so far. So, passions, what are they? They, by my definition at least, are anything that you do, that you like to do, that keeps you, as I said, going. Anything that keeps you wanting to wake up and create, just something that you enjoy doing. I think that passions are kind of loosely defined. I think a lot of times whenever people hear the word passion, they think, oh, film, photography, drawing, animation. But I think it's more than that. I think it's more about just anything that you like to do. I think that they can range from things as creative as drawing or art in general, any sort of film stuff, singing, music, any of that. I think it can range from that, but it can also just be stuff that are your hobbies, right? I think video games can also be a passion. I think anything that just makes you happy in your day-to-day life and makes you want to keep waking up and keep doing something that excites you. I think that that is a passion. I think that a lot of people write off certain things as passions. I think some people write off things like gaming or things like just going outside and just walking and enjoying nature. I think that there's a lot of things that people write off because they consider it just mundane day-to-day activities, but I think it's all important. I think the one thing I've realized as I've gotten into this portion of my life, and for context, I'm 23 now, so I'm starting to kind of really get into my adult life. And I think the one thing that I have realized is I don't know where I would be without passions in life. I don't know what I would be doing, because I truly realize nowadays that I like to do these sorts of things. I like to do photography. I like to play video games. I like to create these little YouTube videos. I like to do all this stuff because it's the most important reason why we're alive, right? I mean, this is what humans are for. We are made to pursue creative things. We're made to pursue things that make us happy. We're on this big, beautiful rock, and while we also have a responsibility to take care of one another, we also have a big responsibility to take care of ourselves. And I cannot get this open with these gloves. There we go. I think that is one thing that I forgot about for a very long time. I think for a very long time, I kind of forgot that, along with just making sure that other people are okay, that I also have to be okay. And I think that that's a tough lesson to remember sometimes, because you get into certain points in life where you are having to take care of your family or take care of the people around you, or partners, animals, anything. And you kind of forget that it's also about you at the end of the day. I think it's a very tough lesson, and it was a very tough one for me to realize, where I had to kind of put some more time for myself and value myself more, and allow myself the things that I needed to feel valued and feel like I have a sense of purpose, a sense of value stemming from something else like passions. And while it was a weird lesson to really teach myself, because I've always been sort of not putting myself first, if that makes sense, I definitely had to learn what it was like to just do things that I want to do. And I think that's why about 3 years ago, I picked up my first camera. It was a Fujifilm X-T3. I had been having a not amazing year. Moved into a new place, a lot of stuff was happening, and it was my birthday. And I didn't really know what I wanted, but I knew that I had some money for myself. So I wanted to go ahead and spend some money on myself and get myself something, because it was my birthday. So I bought myself a Fujifilm X-T3, and it was my first camera. It was very, very nice. I bought it on a whim because my friend worked at a camera store in Austin, and I needed a recommendation for what kind of camera to get, because the one that I really wanted, because even though that I kind of gave up on film and photography at the time, due to a lot of personal problems, I still knew that I always wanted to make movies, or I always wanted to make something cool. And so the camera that I always wanted was this one called the Sony a7S III, I believe that's what it was called. I never got it because that thing is way too expensive. And I ended up, for other reasons, getting a different Sony camera. But I went there, saw the price of the Sony, realized there was no way I could afford that. And so instead I went with the Fuji X-T3, and I'm really glad I did, because that being my first camera was such an awesome experience. I started going out more. I started going and taking photos of everything that I could find, and started going on photo walks in Austin with 2 of my best friends, and it was a great time. And it really got me into photography and got me more into something that I had thought I kind of gave up on a little bit. Look at that. It looks so shiny. Looks so much nicer. Holy shit. It is a little bit busted up right here, because it also took fall while I was in Japan. It fell out of my bag. So it has a little bit of a separated portion right there, but it's okay. I just kind of like pop it in and then it pops right out because that hose is broken, but that's okay. Still works perfectly fine. Here, look. Fire. Can you see this? Look at that. Whoa. Whoa. Nothing like a point and shoot. So speaking of it, you know what, since we're talking about it, let's go ahead and get the Fuji out. Here it is right here. Fujifilm X-T3 with the silver argent. This is the first mirrorless camera that I ever owned. It's honestly been some time since I've used this. I've unfortunately neglected it quite a bit, but that's why we're doing this, so we can clean it up. But so after getting this camera, I spent probably a year just shooting on it. I would shoot all sorts of things. I would take videos, I would take photos, I would just all in all get back into the thing that I used to love. And it was really nice. It was still a weird time in my life and still a time in which I had very little free time and honestly just had time for others, but it was still something that I could go out and I could do, and I could give myself a little bit of freedom and give myself a little bit of time to engage in something that I really enjoyed. And it was really nice. And I will forever be glad that I did buy that camera, because now it's allowed me to do stuff like this, because it all ended up channeling into where I am now, where now I ended up, after a little bit, on that first Japan trip also that I mentioned, I knew that I was wanting to get a new camera. I had been saving up money for it for a very long time. I really loved Fujifilm, but I also wanted to go ahead and upgrade because I knew that I wanted to switch to Sony, mainly just because I do like Sony products. And so I found a Sony a7 IV that was at a pretty discounted price. It was still in box, came with kit lens, and I ended up purchasing it. And that's what's filming all of this extra footage on my side right here, actually. But yeah, it really did teach me the importance of pursuing and continuing passions, even whenever all seems lost, even whenever you feel like you don't have any time for it. Just trying to make any time at all is important. It's so important because it's what we're made for. It's what we're supposed to do. I mean, I think at a lot of times in my life, I felt extremely lost. I felt unsure of what I was meant to do, what my purpose was, especially whenever we live in a world that is very unhelpful whenever it comes to figuring out what your purpose is. I think it's very important to do stuff like this. I think it really helps manage the daily stressors of life, and it helps make you realize that outside of your job and outside of your whatever you have going on in your life, your family, your responsibilities, no matter what you have going on outside of it, you still have this thing that you like or that you're good at that keeps you going, that keeps you sane. And I think it's just such an easy thing to forget. I forgot it for a very long time while I was taking care of family, and it was something that always bothered me that I couldn't do anymore, but I always knew that I'd be able to go back to it if I ever wanted to. And I finally made it back to it. And I think it's just very important. And I think it's also cool that there are so many different passions out there, so many different things you can do. I think that a lot of people get stuck in this sort of mindset of that they're not good at X or Y and that they have to just coast along because they don't have something that they're good at. But there's so many things out there. There's so many things out there. I mean, literally, there is a near infinite amount of things that I would consider something that you can be passionate about out there. It's just finding what you enjoy. I think before I got into photography again, before I got back into it, the main thing that I was into, honestly, was just going into nature. Whenever I was in a weird spot, I would just go find a park or a little like bird sanctuary or something near here in Austin, and I would just go sit and I would just go contemplate for a very long time, allowing myself to kind of have a sense of freedom from everything else that was going on. And I would consider that a passion just as much as photography is, to be honest with you. I think that that is just as important, because I think that we definitely take for granted the amount of time that can be spent and what that time spent actually means. I think a lot of people only see the value in creating something or creating something you're proud of, but in truth, it's more than that. It's also about if you're just happy doing what you're doing, if you're happy going on a walk, if you're happy playing your guitar, if you're happy taking photos, no matter what you're doing, like it's all about preserving your own happiness and preserving what makes you you. I hope that that's something that people never forget, because I know what it's like to forget stuff like that, and it is not a good feeling. And it's frankly the worst feeling, because you essentially lose your sense of self to a degree. You essentially lose the thing that you felt like made you you. You lose the thing that made you wake up every day, made you get out of bed and go outside and go pursue whatever it is you're pursuing. And I think that's truly unfortunate, but it is just kind of how this world works. There's so many daily stressors and daily things in life that get in the way of everyday things. There's so much time that we have to spend looking after certain things, looking after people, looking after family, taking care of bills, making sure that we make enough money just so we can afford to eat and drink water and all this other crazy shit. And those are all bigger discussions for different days, but at the root of it, it's making sure that you as a person feel satisfied with what you're doing, and that you never give up something as important as a passion, because without it, that's essentially losing your sense of self. And losing your sense of self is equivalent to death. I mean, it's losing yourself is like losing the thing that makes you you, and it's a thing that is the most important core part of you. It's so overwhelmingly important, and that's why I have a lot of friends that I attempt to talk to pretty often and invite them out to go do things, or try to see if they want to, go take photos or whatever, because I mean, that's the last thing I want to see, right? Like, I know a lot of people my age, all my peers, I know a lot of people that have kind of given up on certain things, or things that used to drive them day to day became secondhand because of other stressors in life. And that's absolutely understandable. That happens way more often than we like to admit. But I think trying to get back up on the horse and trying to keep on doing that thing is even more important. Here is our now clean and shiny Fujifilm. It's looking pretty nice, actually. The silver is looking a lot more shinier. The screen looks a whole lot better. I mean, look at that. Ooh, see that reflection? Beautiful. Yeah, it's looking nice. I really need to take this one out. I do love Fujifilms. I love the simulations that these things can run. They're just absolutely beautiful. Getting to shoot portrait quality photos straight out of the camera is so amazing, and I do miss it. I do miss the film simulations quite a bit, but I also do love my Sony. My Sony is very nice, and I've gotten very attached. Next up, we're going to be cleaning off this Nikon. This is a D3300. This is actually my wife's camera from her childhood, and I figured it could use a good cleanup. It's been sitting in a box for a very long time. With it, we also have another lens that definitely could use some help. We got a couple of marks right here, some damage. But otherwise, it's actually in very good condition. This is a 55-200, so a telephoto for it. And then equipped on it right now, she currently has a 18-55. But yeah, this is a very fun camera. I've played around with it a little bit because I was like, hey, I want to try that out. Can you get it out of the box? Because I definitely want to look at it. And it's a very fun camera. I have never really owned a Nikon, I don't believe. I believe that the only cameras I've owned were either Canon, Fuji, or Sony, but it's a pretty nice camera. It has some age on it, but it's very nice. I don't know if she has a lens cap for it, but it should be okay. This is a traditional mirror system, so it should be okay. I'll just make sure to dust it off, but I want to kind of clean around these edges. Yeah, I think passion in my life has also realized that I have goals again, and I think that has been a very nice revelation. Before, I kind of just shot photos because I thought it was fun and I thought I was good at it. But I kind of realized recently that there's definitely more to it. I want to I want to do more in this field. I want to be more creative. I wake up every day now and I'm either editing something or trying to film something, and I just kind of think to myself like, this is what it's all about. Like, this is what's fun to me. I'm having a blast every day. Even just filming this right now, like, I cannot tell you how much fun I'm having. This is just amazing that I'm even in a position, or I found my way to this path where I'm able to do something like this. It's such an awesome feeling, and it's really gratifying to know that this is what I've been wanting to do. And it's just about the creation of it all, right? Like, there's obviously all the politicking on YouTube and trying to maintain algorithms and all this other stuff, but that's not why I do it. That's not, I mean, if that's why I did it, I would be making this like a genuine full-time job. And if we get to that point someday, that'd be cool. But I think the main reason why I do this is just to have something that I create, because at the end of the day, and I was having this conversation with my wife the other night, that at the end of the day, I just want to create something that matters. I just want to make something that sticks with somebody, that somebody walks away and that they remember, and that they truly feel something after viewing. Not just what I have been doing now, but something bigger. And this is the path to do it. I mean, or at least this is the path that I see. This has kind of been a fun way to sort of get more into the filming of it all, practice editing, practice everything, and it's been a really cool experience so far. I've been really enjoying it. I guess while I am on the subject, thank you for viewing previous videos if you have. It's been really cool. It's been really cool seeing the people subscribing has been awesome. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you stick around. I have some fun stuff planned, some fun stuff that I want to do, and I mean that's the whole point of it, right? It's gonna all be for fun. That's what I want it to be. I want it to be fun for me. I want it to be fun for you. I want this to just be something that you can come and sit and enjoy and watch it, and then turn your brain off for a little bit and escape the daily toil. Because I mean, that's what's important. That is what is important. This one is actually a lot less sturdy than I thought it was going to be. I thought since it had collected some time in a box that maybe it was going to be dirtier, but it's actually in really good condition. She probably left it in her camera bag, I'm assuming, because damn, it's actually looking very nice, and I barely did anything. Very nice camera. I want to take this one out and go shoot some pictures of birds and stuff, because I think it'd be a fun one to get some with. And on the subject of needing a lens for birds, let's get this telephoto out. This thing does need some help. Just got like a little bit of a mark right there, which we could probably get off if I'm careful enough. Yeah, passions are an important thing, especially if you're my age, if you're above my age, if you're below my age. It doesn't matter, honestly. All that matters is that you know that you as a person have values and you have qualities that go beyond just your daily responsibilities. It's not just about that. It's not just about work. It's not just about maintaining a certain level of income. It's also about making sure that you value those things that you like to do and that you keep doing them. Because, I mean, God, I know that there are obviously more important things in life. Life does get the best of just about all of us, but it's really hard to argue that, at least for me, it's hard to argue that all of that is more important than maintaining what makes you you. Because, I mean, we're not robots, right? We're not we're not AI that everybody's trying to replace us with. We are true living, breathing humans put on this rock, and we have the ability to go outside. We have the ability to just go and create things because we want to create things. I could go in a city square and start banging on some drums, and I could make money from it if I thought I was good enough to do it. And that's crazy. You can just create things. You can just create music. You can just create photos and portraits that tell stories. You can create movies. You can create anything. I mean, no matter what it is, you can just create it so long as you put your mind to it. It's just putting your mind to it is very tricky, and I know that very well. I know the feeling, but it's okay. it's not made to be the easiest thing in the world. It's definitely made to be something that is a little bit hard, because I mean they're called extracurriculars for a reason, right? They're not primary things you're supposed to be doing in day-to-day life. They are ultimately extracurricular activities that we do whenever we have free time for it, but it's just so important. I've seen one too many people get to a lot later point in life where they no longer have time to do stuff like this. They no longer have time to go outside and take photos. They don't have time to go outside and go on a walk or anything. They are overwhelmingly consumed with the daily struggles in life. And it's just truly unfortunate, because all I want to do is see people make stuff. Nothing brings me more joy in my day-to-day life than not only me creating, but getting to see people create, getting to see friends go outside and get to shoot stuff, or getting to see people, artists that I know, draw whenever they have free time. Like, all that stuff is so important, and it's all so cool to see, because every person is so unbelievably unique and has so many cool, unique ideas in their head that just, if they even had the chance to put that on paper, put that on video, put that on your phone, whatever, like, they could tell amazing stories. It's just so hard to find the time to do so. And I say all this as I'm sitting here. I mean, this is literally my day off, and I'm doing this, and I mean, I'm lucky to have this day off. I'm lucky to have this span of time where I can sit here at my desk and just clean my camera gear and film it with a camera setup. But I mean, it's so important. It is so important. If there's one thing you take away from this, please just go out and just create something, no matter what it is. I don't care if it's on your phone, if you're taking photos of a bird, or if you film a little short film on your phone that's 30 seconds to a song you like. No matter what it is, it's all important. It's all important. It's all our story as humans. That's all it is. It's all the collective consciousness that we are, everything that we are going to leave behind. It's all weaving into that one story, and it's all important. Every single bit of it. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter how minute or minuscule you think it is, it's important. I can promise you, 100% guarantee you it's important. All right, lens looking a lot better, looking a lot cleaner, was able to get the mark off, so good. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move to some of my Sony gear now, because I do want to get that cleaned off. All right, first lens that we're gonna be taking a look at is going to be my Sigma to 16-28mm. This was actually a gift from a friend for one of my birthdays. It was a resale, I believe. This was bought on a secondhand website, and I meant to clean it whenever it came in, but I obviously forgot because I got busy. So we're gonna clean that now, because I do definitely want to give this the love it deserves. That has also been another very fun thing about switching to Sony and checking out different brands and different things, is passions come with knowledge. They come with knowledge on a certain topic that you can be knowledgeable about, that you can learn more about. And I think learning is very important. It's very cool. It's very cool to kind of get more in depth with something that you're passionate about. I think that whenever it comes to film and photography, whenever I first bought my Fuji X-T3, I really only knew the basics, to be honest. I had taken some high school classes, some audiovisual classes, but besides that, I mean, I didn't really know all that much about film and photography. I knew how they worked, I knew how cameras worked, and I knew different things about settings and such, but I didn't really know all that much. I probably should have known more by that point, but I forgot a lot of the knowledge once I got out of high school and once my sort of real life began and I was in college and paying for an apartment with my sister and everything, and I kind of let a lot of that knowledge slip by. But nowadays I have been trying to become more knowledgeable on stuff like this, because it is such a cool thing, right? It's such a cool thing to have more knowledge on a certain topic that you're passionate about, and getting to talk to others about that topic. Because I've met a lot of people in different film regards. I've met people through film classes that I took at a local community college. I've met people on Instagram whenever I'm out shooting and I meet other people that have cameras, and I don't know, it's really cool. You unlock a sort of whole new world of things to talk about and things to witness and learn about, and then there's just so many rabbit holes you can go down. Right now I'm currently on the rabbit hole of vintage lenses. I've been kind of checking out new ones on eBay, and they're really cheap, and so they're really fun. I just got a new one. It's not here right now, but I just got a vintage telephoto lens that I'm very excited to go out and use. But that sort of knowledge that you get with your passion, if it's guitar, learning different songs, if it's art, learning how different brushes work or different pens, different strokes, if it's film and photography, learning how different lenses are, learning different settings, learning how to shoot in certain environments, things like that. I mean, it's all expanding your knowledge, and it all ends up having real world value once you get into a point where you're doing it either professionally, or if you're getting into a point where you're just doing it for yourself. I mean, I think I learned a lot about the settings and things that I like to use for these YouTube videos simply because I did research. I have this thing that I'm passionate about and I wanted to learn more about it, so I just did. I mean, I just would start watching videos and start learning how to do stuff. Because also, it can be said that we do live in a age where everything you want to know about a certain topic can be found out just by turning on your phone. I mean, I think a lot of this stuff about film and photography I hadn't even known about because I was just in a high school audiovisual class, meaning that I didn't really have much of a chance to learn too much about the topic. But then once I got out and once I bought my first camera, I mean, everything that I ever needed to know was on YouTube. You could literally go on YouTube and you could just look up, how does X work? How does Y work? If I'm shooting in X environment, what should Y look like? I mean, you can learn literally everything on YouTube. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to pay money to an institution or an art school or anything to, and it helps, of course. There's definitely something to be said about that. But at the same time, you can just learn stuff. I mean, you can just be passionate about something and then just gain information for the hell of it because you just want to, because that sounds fun to you. And I know that that sounded fun to me, and that's what caused me to get more into this stuff. And yeah, all of this is a long-winded way to say that I want you, whoever is watching this, to pursue the thing that you love and do spend whatever free time you have. Don't doom scroll, even though I doom scroll a lot. Don't doom scroll. Just go do whatever you want to go do, because the second that you put your mind to it and the second that you put real things to motion and really start enjoying what you're doing, you will feel more fulfilled as a human being. Even if you do it poorly, even if you want to draw and you draw terribly, it's still art. It's still art no matter what. It's still art that matters. It's still something that you took time out of your day to do. You still sat there and you just created something, and that's still so important no matter what. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be perfect. No art is perfect. That's the entire point of art, right? It's all about making what you think is important and making what you think is cool and making something that you can be proud of and being proud of it and showing for yourself that you can do more than just what this world wants you to do. You can do more than just work. You can do more than just sit there and, doom scroll or take care of other people. You can do more. You're allowed to do more. You should do more. That is also to say that I know that these things do get tough, as I said before, and it is really hard to maintain time to do stuff. I have some time to do stuff like this, but I ultimately have very little time to do stuff like this. I mean, I have my couple days off a week in which I try to focus a little bit of time on making either YouTube videos or going outside and taking photos, getting cool shots of stuff. But those times are few. But then I wake up tomorrow and I feel more fulfilled. I wake up the next day, I feel more fulfilled. I feel like I did something the past day. And that sense of accomplishment is something that is just naturally wired and ingrained in humans. We feed off of the ability to feel motivated like we did something. We feed off the feeling of accomplishment, of feeling proud of ourselves or having somebody else be proud of us. And we feed off that. That's a very natural, intrinsic human feeling. And I think doing anything to ensure that you feel that way is so important and so awesome once you finally feel it. I know that I feel more confident and I feel more proud of myself these days than I ever have, just because of something as simple as going out and taking photos, something as simple as acting on something that I enjoy, acting on something that I want to do, and going out and putting time into this thing and putting all this energy and effort into something that I truly love. I mean, I feel more proud of myself now than I ever have. And that's a good feeling. It's a very good feeling. I won't lie. It's a weird feeling because it's not a natural one to me, but it is a good feeling, and it's something that I try to really not take for granted and really not let it just wash away. I try to hold on to it, and I try to keep on chasing the things that make me feel this way. And for me, it's definitely been film and photography, but for others, it's probably art, it's probably dance, it's probably song, it's probably anything. No matter what it is, whatever the thing that brings you joy is, whatever the thing that makes you smile, makes you laugh, makes you happy, do that thing and do it 110% as much as you can for as long as you can. And whenever you don't have time to do it, that's okay. Research things about it. Spend some time thinking about it, about dreaming about it. Don't let these ideas just sit in the little closet of your mind. Let them breathe a little bit, because the second that you do, the second you give them any sort of power, you will be able to turn it into something. You'll be able to do something with it, and you'll be able to create. And you'll do arguably the most important thing that humans can do. And I think that's the whole reason, right? That's the reason why we are here. We are, ever since caveman times, people made art. People have always made art. It's always been a thing. People have always put their creativity to the test. They've always created it for different reasons, to tell stories, to pass on traditions, everything. There's always been a reason to create, and there still is. No matter whatever doom and gloom that there is about AI and things like that, there's still, if anything, it's even more important to create, because there will come a time whenever we'll look back and we'll be like, wow, remember whenever AI was a thing and it really fucking sucked? And even then, we still, throughout it all, decided to keep creating because we wanted to, because it was even more important then. I mean, it's always going to be important, and I don't want to ever get to a point where I think that the things that I do are not important, or that they can just be replaced by a machine, because then there's no point. There's no point. I mean, this definitely comes from a creative mindset, but like, there's no point if I can't do what I want to do, right? There's no point if I can't create, if I can't spend time doing something that I love. There's no point. There really isn't. If AI ever genuinely took over art in the sense to where there was no point to do it anymore, then that is genuinely equivalent to death. I mean, there is no reason after that, because I know in my heart of hearts that the reason that I want to keep on getting up in the morning is to create stuff, and is to inspire others, and to consistently feel inspired by the things that I do. And this is my optimism showing. If you don't know who I am, then you don't know that I have unwavering optimism. It's always been kind of a thing for me. Even in dark situations, I've always felt some gleam of optimism, but everything's gonna be okay, because you know what? You're gonna create, I'm gonna create, we're all gonna create. There's always gonna be people creating. There's always gonna be something going on, always gonna be something that people will want to do, will keep on doing. And as long as we have that, and as long as we have each other, and if we have the things that we create, things like AI or things that consistently try to keep us down, won't be able to. And that's a good feeling. I feel very comforted to know that there's a lot of people right now, a lot of people. It's actually really awesome, but there's so many people online that are making so much awesome art nowadays, especially due to the fact of the rise of AI. And it's been so awesome to see. My Instagram feeds, my Reddit feeds, all of it is just filled with people using their talents, using their time to create such beautiful works of art that a lot of them I have saved onto my phone, or I've messaged about trying to buy prints of it, because what the heck, a wild Skylar has appeared. Okay. All right, we have another camera from my wife that I'll be able to clean in a second. It's been really cool to get to see people really bring their talents forth and do something in response to things like AI and in response to the world just heating up and getting crazier and crazier. There's always going to be a reason to create, and there's always going to be a reason to pursue passions no matter what's going on in your life. Give me your Digi.
The new Digi has entered the stream.
Yes, yes. It's actually not bad. This shouldn't be a hard clean at all. Next one, Sony. This is a, which one is this? Do you know? Oh, okay. It's the DSC, right? It's a DSC Cybershot?
Yeah, it's a Sony Cybershot DSC T110.
Sounds like a Terminator. It's a DSC T110 Sony Cybershot. This will be the final one that we clean because it's my wife's, and we'll clean it for her real quick. But, all right, here's our final one. So yeah, if you are a creator of any kind, if you like to draw, if you like to film stuff, if you take photos, no matter what it is, drop your socials or whatever you post on, if it's ArtStation, whatever it is, because I love to see people consistently doing the thing that they love, and I love to try to, even if it's just thumbsing up it or giving them a like or buying a print or something, I love to try to support any smaller artists because I definitely know the struggle. I definitely know what it feels like to be a smaller sort of person that's trying to make it in this insane, crazy, busy world that we're in. So yeah, drop whatever account you do. Hopefully somebody else in the comments sees your stuff, and hopefully we can get a little community going on here of fellow artists. But here's the wife's camera. It's looking actually pretty shiny. It looked pretty good to start with, but here, we'll get another photo. How do you zoom in on this one? I've actually never used this version of the Cybershot. I've used... Did that take well? Ooh, that took a really good photo. Hold on. We're gonna get a zoom in of that real quick. I've used some of the other Sony Cybershots, but never this model particular. Look at that. Looks great, actually. It's a good looking photo. I think that that's going to do it for me today. Everything is a lot cleaner. We'll go ahead and do one final rundown. We cleaned off my wife's Nikon lens. Looks a lot shinier. Looks a lot nicer. Very nice. Then we cleaned off our Fuji X-T3. Beautiful. Shiny. Beautiful screen. Can you see yourself? Yeah. Then we cleaned off my point and shoot. Beautiful. Beautiful. Still kind of broken, but that's okay. Nothing I can fix right now. Cleaned off the wife's Nikon camera, but it was already in pretty good condition, to be honest. Cleaned off one of my vintage lenses. I didn't feel like getting the other ones out because they just came in the mail, so they're honestly in really good condition. The person that shipped it from Kyoto did a very good job at maintaining it, but yeah. And yeah, I think that that's going to do it for me today. So all in all, the main things that I want you to take away from this is that if you create, go out and create. I don't care if you turn this video off halfway through. I don't care if you turn it off right now. Go close this tab, go draw, go write something, go sing a song, go walk outside, go do something that makes you feel more like a human, and never lose the thing that makes you feel most human. Never lose your humanity, never lose anything that drives you as a person. Because all of the ulterior, exterior things, money, status, income, whatever, all of that will be here whenever you get back. But you know what? The one thing that you will leave behind is the things you create. Whatever you post on this website, on YouTube, whatever you post on Instagram, whatever drawings you create, those are physical things that will outlast you. And that's what's important. And I mean, I can't think of anything more important than that. If you can, then let me know, but I honestly can't. I can't think of another thing more important than creating something and having something to outlast you. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, go ahead, like, subscribe, do all the regular things, but mostly, please, 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 whatever you like to do, whatever you like to create, mention it in the comments. If you have an account or something, if you have an art account, if you have a YouTube channel, whatever it is, post it, please. let other people find your work. I know it's very hard. Algorithms are really a thing, unfortunately, and following trends is kind of annoying to me. So I like to rely more on word of mouth and just kind of luck, I guess. So yeah, post your stuff. Hopefully some more people find you. I'll definitely check out whatever you have, and yeah, go outside, create, go do something, go have fun, be a human, have so much fun creating, create the things you want to do the things you want to do, and just do it, okay? Because it's so important. It's so important, okay? So I'm trusting you. Go create something right now. Turn off this video, cut it off right now, stop my voice whenever, go create something. I'll see you in the next one.